Now, second thing is, technically talking, what we are doing is we are segmenting when a PC sends the broadcast data till what area the data flows. That complete area is called single broadcast domain. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to create a VLAN, so I will limit the broadcast. So once I limit the broadcast, what will happen? For example, I create 10 ports as one VLAN. Only the 10 ports the broadcast will go, so that will become virtually one small LAN. Physically, one switch, but physically I can make multiple switches. Physically one switch, virtually I can make multiple switches. Understand? So how I'm making it? I'm
Yes.
limiting the broadcast. And if I'm connecting switch to PC, what mode will we need to configure? Switch to switch means what? When you connect a cable between switch to switch, you have to configure trunk port. Gaurav, you are giving iOS modes. I'm asking switch port mode. Gaurav is giving user privilege global. That's iOS modes. When you go configuring time, you use that mode. This is switch port. So when you're configuring the switch, your interface.
Sir,
First, it is by default it is dynamic mode. Whenever you are connecting a PC to a switch, you go to the interface and you have to make that interface as a. Whenever you're configuring,
okay.
when you're connecting a cable between switch to switch, you have to configure. So by default, it is what mode? Dynamic mode, automatic mode. By default, you don't need to configure anything. Automatically select. If you connect a switch, automatically the switch port will change to dynamic trunk. When you connect a PC, it automatically changes to access. Right. You're not configuring anything, right? By default, it is automatic. Dynamic means automatic. Anybody others are answering in the chat window? What are the two functions? Whenever I'm configuring a port as a trunk port, now VLAN I explained you, then I explained you when you take interface, the interface by default will be dynamic mode. Whenever you're connecting a PC, you have to configure its access mode. When you're connecting a switch, you configure the interface as a trunk port. But once you configure that as a trunk port, what the trunk port will do? What are two functions of trunk port?
Sir, first of all, it
How do the other switch knows? If I start allowing all VLAN traffic, opposite switch no other switch, when you're receiving switch, right? How it will understand from which VLAN this traffic is coming? All traffic is coming. So what
through
it
that
does,
tagging, yeah.
what it does is before sending the out in the truck, nowadays you have this toll gate, right? When you go in India, it started. When you go in, there are big government roads are there. Highways are there where they charge money, right? You put fast tag.
Yes, yes, yes.
उधर क्या होगा? आप एंट्री टाइम पर आपको टैग हो जाएंगे. आप एग्जिट बहुत मल्टीपल एग्जिट रहेगा. Wherever you exit, based on the entry tag and exit tag, you will be detected this money. So what is this toll is doing is it is tagging you. The moment you enter inside that, it will tag saying that boss you entered in this toll. One tag will be happening in your fast tag. Then when you exit, it will calculate that. Okay, your entry tag is this, exit tag is this. So your charge is 50 rupees. Understand? To 100 rupees.
Yes, sir, yes.
Same road. There are multiple exits will be there. So how it is calculating? Entry tag, exit tag, correct?
Yes, yes.
The same way when the packet is going out from a trunk port, multiple packets are coming, right? From multiple places it is coming. How the receiving end will understand it came from this or this VLAN or that VLAN. So what it does is it will tag and send it. Go. Now you go. You came from VLAN 10. Go. VLAN 100. You go. The receiving switch will see. Okay, you are VLAN 100. Huh? According to the VLAN 100, it will send it to the VLAN 100 respective ports. Correct. This is the protocol we need to configure in both sides. Nowadays, this is the only protocol, right? So that's why this configuration option is not coming. This encapsulation is not happening. So we don't do in older switches. No, we have to configure this command encapsulation. This command will be there. So to configure encapsulation, you have to select which protocol you're going to use. Then only the VLAN trunking will happen. Nowadays, only one protocol. No, just say the mode trunk. Automatically that one key will be configured. VLAN configuration. Meaning, I have hundreds of switches. I want to configure 10 VLANs in each switch. Means I have to go to each and every switch and create 10 VLANs. It's a tedious job. Instead of that, what we will do? We will do two things. VTP configuration. What are the two configurations we'll do? Mandatory configuration. There are so many things we can do. We can put password. We can do a lot of things. Okay, but I'm just telling you mandatory configuration. Then only VTP will work. Same domain. For example, I say domain is ICNT means all switches must be ICNT. VTP domain ICNT. See, there are different modes are there. That is switch port mode. This is VTP mode. There is something called iOS modes. We studied the 8 modes of iOS, right?
Yes, yes.
Privilege. So once you configure that switch as a server, you create VLANs there, right? Create VLANs. In the server mode, you create VLANs. That switch, VTP server switch. In the client switch, automatically using VTP update. What it does is this server switch is there, no server mode switch, VTP mode server. That mode switch will send VTP updates to all the client switches. Using these VTP updates, all the client switches will get configured with the whatever configured in the server switch. For example, you have 50 switches, okay? In that one switch, you configure server VTP mode server, okay? Then all the other switches, 49 switches, you configure client. Understand? So 50
Yes,
switches,
yes.
one is server, 49 is client. Now you don't need to configure all the 50 switches. Just go to server switch, create VLAN. Then what will happen? Automatically, that other 49 switches will get configured with the VLANs. How it is? The server switch will send an update, VTP update, to all the 49 client switches. So one server, rest all is client. The next thing is, I don't want to participate in the server client architecture. I want to maintain my own VLANs. If you one switch want to do that, then you can go for transparent mode. In transparent mode, what will happen? Whenever you get any VTP update, it will not change its VLANs. It will maintain its own VLAN. Even if it gets the update also, it says I'm a transparent guy. I will not change my VLANs. I will maintain my own. The switch will not change its VLANs. That switch is called transparent, VTP transparent. So there are three modes are there. Server, client, which is basically wherever you configure the servers, automatic clients will get updated. If I don't want to update based on VTP updates, then I can configure that switch as a VTP transparent. Then I need to manually go and configure only that switch, whatever VLANs I want. Modes. See, in a company, there are some departments. They say, sir, I don't want your VLANs. For my lab purpose, I will create my own VLANs daily basis. I will keep on changing.
Sir, your voice is not clear at all. Should I disconnect and raise the hand again?
Yeah, no problem. So what I was telling is, in real time, आपने काम किया, उसमें फॉर एग्जांपल आपने एक 50 स्विचेस है आपका पास, उसमें एक स्विच है ना, वो बोलेगा, वो डिपार्टमेंट बोलेगा, और वो दैट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, दैट प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर विल से, आई विल मेंटेन माय ओन VLANs. I don't want that server VLANs. I will create based on my projects. For example, one switch, one project switch is telling, then that particular switch you configure transparent. Rest all you configure client. So whatever you configure in the server, all the client switches will get updated. Transparent switch, manually you have to configure. It will not get up. Even if it gets the VTP update, it will not get updated. Today we studied STP. STP full form is what? What is the full form of STP? How it is blocking, I am going to. See, your answer is correct. By putting trees on the redundant links or blocking redundant links. That is the way it's doing it. But how it is doing it? First step is first it will elect the root bridge. After that, other switches.
Other switches find the best path to the root bridge.
After finding the best path, for example, one switch is having 3 paths to go to root bridge. One is interface 1, interface 2, interface 3. Now the 3 interfaces is selected based on the link cost or bridge ID or lowest port number, whatever. Based on the algorithm, it's selected that one is the best path. Now, apart from 1, 2 and 3, it has to block.
Okay.
What is root port will do? When I say this is RP, if the packet comes to RP, it will go to root bridge. Okay.
Yes.
What is the function of this? When I say this port is a designated port, what that port will do? It is forward.
Forward the ports. Yeah.
Forwarding port. Just it will forward the packet. Doesn't do anything. Next device it will forward. That's all. Blocking port where the tree falls. Once it is blocked, right, it will take 20 seconds to come up. That is called a max CH. For example, you block with a tree. You remove the tree, right? After removing the tree, to come to listening, it will take how many seconds?
20 seconds.
That is called max CH. So what switch will do? When you connect a cable to a switch port, STP first will to send BPDUs. For how many seconds? 20 seconds. Okay? See, any loop is there.
Sir.
If any loop return packet is coming back, it will block it. The next thing is what? Afterwards, you start updating the MAC address table. If you block it, means 15 plus 15, 30 plus 20, 50 seconds will take. Removing the blocking, then listening, then learning. It will take 50 seconds. What happened when STP, the original STP was developed, right? The original STP is called IEEE, right? The purpose of this STP is only avoiding the loops. Understand? Don't care about anything else. but that is not enough for the future. For example, I told you when the primary fails, another link is to come up, right? It will take 50 seconds. First, it will remove the tree, then wait for 20 seconds max age, then listening, then learning. So, how many seconds it is taking? 50 seconds.
Overall, it 50 seconds, yeah.
So, 50 seconds, 1 minute, for example, 1 minute. So, 1 minute we cannot wait, right? Cannot wait. One problem. Second problem is if I have multiple VLANs, how STP will work? Can we have one STP for all the VLANs? No. I want every VLAN one STP I want. So there are two issues came because the upgradation was developing, right? The technology was developing. In older days, right? 1 minute downtime is not a big issue. Okay. But nowadays applications will not support. Even 1 second down also application fails. Online applications, correct? So we can't wait for 1 minute. So what happened? Whenever the application demanding, STP also started developing, upgrading.
Yes.
What is the benefit is? The benefit is I can use all the switches. I don't need to block all the interfaces. I will use all the links. So the purpose of this creating multiple VLANs is I don't want to waste any links. Okay, so what will happen in real time? I may configure a STP. STP will block one particular link, right? Whole life the link will be not used. Like one link is you're buying a 10 gig link, 10 gig interface, one fiber cable, one 10 gig port. It is one 10 gig port is 1 lakh, for example. So 2 lakhs you spent, and you put a fiber cable also. After doing everything, this 2 lakhs is not at all used. Understand? It's a waste of money. You understand what I'm saying? See what STP will do? It will block, right? STP will block. Whenever primary fails, it will open. The whole life, this 2 lakhs investment is waste. Correct? So I don't want to waste it. So what I will do, I will say for one VLAN you use this path, another VLAN use this path. Like that I can create multiple paths for multiple VLANs so that I can use all the links. Understand?
Okay, sir. Yes.
The idea here is purpose of PVSTP. Now, but this is very good option because now the links are not getting wasted. So I can, for one VLAN, I can use one link, one path. So another VLAN, I can use another link so that both the links are used, parallelly used. I can do load sharing. So benefit हुआ, very good. But my another issue is primary fails. It is taking 50 seconds, correct? 50 seconds ले रहा है. वो मुझे I can't afford that 50 seconds. Wait नहीं कर सकता मैं. उसलिए मैंने क्या किया? उसको थोड़ा अपग्रेड किया, RSTP किया. So what is rapid STP is, what I will do is, we have 3 port. What are the roles we have in STP? Now what I am going to tell in RSTP is, please don't block it, because if you block it, wait 20 seconds, I need to wait, right? I don't want to block it. What I will do is, same concept I will follow. Instead of blocking, I will make him as an alternate.
Okay.
Don't block it. So I will send a message, you change it to, instead of blocking it, you just tell him as an alternate. The alternate in the sense, I'm not blocking it, but I'm keeping ready. Whenever you send a signal, that moment, that second, I will make it as a primary link. Understand?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
is the mechanism it follows. Because of this, what will happen? The moment primary fails, secondary will come within seconds. So there is another protocol called MSTP, but that's not in the syllabus. I'm not going to cover that. This is the theory we studied yesterday. Yesterday I showed you the labs also. So once once you send did you created that mail? You send it that?
I'm sorry, sir. I haven't got time, but I will try over the weekend. I will send you.
Monday, okay. So Monday,
Yes,
if you
sir.
see me, just remind me Monday once you send it.